Sly now for the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs move out on top. 14-0. 14. Bills nothing. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Moore going in motion. To the air on second down. Here's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Brings up 3rd and inches. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. From the gun. Throw here for Allen. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
I love this play call. I mean, what is everyone in the stadium thinking you're going to do, Mike, on 3rd and inches? They think you're going to run, but what do? They go the opposite direction, go with the quick game through the air, and they keep this drive alive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Allen going to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. To the air once more is Allen. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. That's picked up by the
shit,
Chiefs.
Man. Fucking go.
We hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away. properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in their second quarter.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To throw is Mahomes. That'll be complete to Tootin. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. First down throw there is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. That is caught by the tight end.
We back, baby. Fuck what these niggas talking about.
It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and we're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Chiefs 21, Bills nothing.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll take it on in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Yellow. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Tight end on the move left. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
And the Bills first down.
A run with Cook. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable, incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Moore going in motion. Here we go on 4th down. It's Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Bills. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
First and 10 for Mahomes. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down. Patrick to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Chiefs going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Hey, 43, 15. Easy.
On second down, Mahomes. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Bills 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
first down. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he will score. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Bills. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes, quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 41. Here's second and 4.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go on, lady.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll work now on second and 4.
Yellow. 50, yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh, lady. Let's go.
On second down, here's a run to begin the fourth quarter. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Here's first and 10. Right back to Tootin. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
50-yard line.
Throwing now, Mahomes. Set up the screen here for Tootin. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Yellow. Go. Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. As they'll discuss what's to come, this 4th down is looming.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Now Mahomes. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Chiefs' 1st down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the 1st guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his 1st try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8.
Yellow. 180. 15.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch.
Oh, baby.
Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Chiefs 35, Bills 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Aside that open man is nuts. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
180. Look out.
From the gun, here is Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now Allen facing third and long. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Hey, tight. What's that?
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
This drive begins with a run by Tootin. Down the sideline, past the 40. And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a first down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free.
Fight on these two. We got it.
Hand off. It's Tootin. Finding room across midfield. A terrific run there. All the way down to the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Yellow. What's that?
On first down, they'll go back to Tootin. A modest game. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 28-yard line.
Line. Go on, 80. What's that?
To a knee goes Mahomes. And that should wrap it up. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.